Hey, what is going on, everybody? I am Troy, and welcome to Escape from Duckov. This is going to be my first ever playthrough series here on this channel. I've had this for about a month, took a little break from gaming, came back, and I'm like, you know, I have to really give this a try. So we're going to jump straight into it. We already did the tutorial. That's a basic, boring little thing, just to show people the functions of everything. Felt no need to really have to show that on video. But I will show you what we did end up coming out with. We ended up making it out with the PM pistol, police baton, white lab coat. That's basic stuff out of there. Really the stuff that normally isn't in those tutorials, or like the intermediate weapon parts, regular weapon parts, and some like the extra nails. You'll get the bandage and aspirin and all the bullets and all that good jazz. So we'll go ahead. I'm just going to store all of that in there for now. We also got this glick. Normally you'll get the TT pistol to start off with, but once you kill some other enemies in the tutorial, you'll get the glick. So anyways, to do a quick run through, this is our warehouse, our hideout. Explain some of these. So this is our construction board. All we have right now is the workbench. We are completely empty as far as what we built. We have our vending machine. This is where we can buy some of the basic materials, as well as some weapons and pouches and stuff like that. We will be trying to immediately get this backpack. That way we could do some longer raid times. This is our pickup locker for when we complete quests. Stuff will go in there. Our warehouse, you can open it up. This is where you see everything, or you can just hit tab anywhere in the hideout and you can view it. We can expand it just by spending some money, grabbing some extra items, stuff like that. This is our enhancer. We're able to boost some of our skills, carry weight, field of view, perception, health, all kinds of stuff. Back here is our gun range. Nothing really too fancy about that. And this is the bedroom. We're able to change the difficulty, music, all that good jazz. Go to sleep in here. Difficulty is set to survival, so that is 100% damage. I guess a lot of people play on the easier portion of it, which I guess I don't understand. I don't want an easy challenge, but I don't want to be getting my ass beat. Anyway, so now we are down in the sewer. Here we're able to turn in fading feathers, which will give us totems. I will explain that to you guys later on in the video. This here, we could turn in tickets and they will take us to different areas. We'll just read this real quick. This is just, you can do some kind of fishing here, but it's not really worth it. Here we can leave the bunker, but it's currently covered by something, which we will go and get uncovered here shortly. So without further ado, what we are going to do is we are just going to load up some ammo, some bandages, and some aspirin, and we are going to grab these quests from old Hefe here. First quest is to build the workbench, and second quest is just to kill one enemy and extract from ground zero. All right, so let's head on up, come out this way. This is how we will leave the bunker. Okay, so now we are out. We are out into ground zero. If you hit M, you're able to view your map, and we can see everything. Down here is where we leave the bunker, and we have to get all the way to the extraction point. We do not actually have to get to the extraction point. Let me correct myself. We can go all throughout this and then make our way all the way back here and extract. We don't have to extract from that extraction point. Wait a second. If you want to head back, you can return to the bunker from here. And if further, just find some green smoke. That'll bring you back to... All right, get going now. All right, cool. So we'll read this one. And it's just pretty much... A lot of these notes are just like little tutorials. We'll come over here. So this donation box is always going to have a TT and some rusty bullets. I'm not too worried about grabbing the TT right now. We are pretty low on materials. So right now, our big goal, we need 2 wood in order to repair or to build the workbench. So we already have our 2 wood there. It's another thing to read. Pack up and head home once you got enough. Alright, yeah, it's just pretty much saying like, hey, don't overstay your welcome. We'll come on up here. Ooh. So those noises are... We already got a key. Those, and we're gonna place this. This is our dog stash. We're gonna just place that up in our dog stash for now. So there's like laser beam. Those are these little mushroom enemies. and they hurt at the start if you don't have any protection whatsoever. So we're just gonna keep on looting here. Weapon part, another intermediate weapon part. We need 2 of those intermediate weapon parts, so we should already have them. Just 1 from the tutorial and 1 from now. I'm hearing an enemy. Just take a peek. There's our 1 enemy. Get rid of him. This eco lamp we are also going to need. And the red band cigarettes we'll need. I'm not worried about grabbing these things right now. We will start grabbing those eventually. But yeah. Let's read this little note. What is this? As long as we're all rushing together, nobody stands a chance. So these are our rampaging scavengers. These are the red guys. They are melee enemies. They do hurt really bad. You'll get hit. You can get hit twice. I want that melee weapon he had. The large hammer actually, I believe, can break walls. And if that's the case, oh my god, we already got a level 1 body armor. Okay, cool. All right, what can I get rid of? I'll drop the cables for right now, and I'm gonna take this stick of dynamite. Open up this food box. Food's all good there for now. Just checking some of these extra things. This marker we need as well. Gonna drop the nail. Take this marker. I'd like to get that residential key. And we'll drop the bolt too. Alright. I just wanted to come and loot this. I'm not worried about looting that right now. So those little glowing... I say that now. I want to come loot this toolbox. I have a problem. Those little blue glowing boxes, those hold blueprints. And the moment that you research those blueprints, then those blue boxes will disappear. So you will... you can always go back and grab those blueprints up until you have actually learned them. So we have all the time in the world to grab those. So with this sledgehammer, you should be able to break this wall. And with this wall, this little blue bubble here is like a little teleportation thing. So you can see it on the map, these blue little globe-looking things. So if we go through here, we will teleport all the way up to here. And I will just demonstrate that for now. So now we are all the way up here. Oh, nope, we're not dealing with that. We're out of here. So we come back, and that's going to be a nice quick way to get across the map here. Keep that on me, and we're going to go ahead and call that raid number 1. Just something quick. We're going to go in, get the items we need for the quest, and get out. So we just finished our first 2 quests. We will go ahead and build the workbench real quick and go turn in these quests. I like to put all my stuff over here along this wall, just like the little tiny items. So now we could build the key registration device. If you hit N on the keyboard, you can mark these items. That way, when we come across them out in the area, they will have a heart next to them telling us, hey, we need to grab those. So let's come over here. We are going to turn in these quests. It's just some XP and stuff. This is going to give us 3 bandages. We'll claim that. And then we will go ahead and go through these. So we need to use bandage, flathead screwdriver, and collect a note. So you can see at this locker, it says awaiting pickup. We can click this, and now we'll send that to the warehouse. Hit tab. I'm just going to sort this. And once you lock all these items, I failed to explain this. So if you hit L on your keyboard and you lock specific items, you can hit store or sort, and nothing, these 3 items that are locked will not move. So if you hit store, it throws everything into the stash without being worried about it. This marker we're going to need for a later quest. As of right now, I don't have anything I want to sell, but we will end up selling. Also, make sure to take the item out of your dog's inventory as well. Let's head over here to the workbench, see if there's anything. Nope, there's nothing we can craft. We do need this backpack. That's what we were going to buy. As well as we'll grab the helmet. That's not too expensive. And we're going to need this flathead screwdriver. We will purchase that. We are going to need one soda cracker, one duck egg, and this red band cigarette. This is gonna allow us to start a new quest line that's actually out in the world. So if you have the money, go ahead and grab that stuff. So we're gonna take this red band cigarette. So these 3 items we need for an NPC out in the world called Mud. So dang it, why did I do that? Sort that. All right, so we have the large hammer. We have all this good stuff. Let's head back out. We have all of our quest items, so we do need to kill 2 of the little red birds, or red ducks, I call them birds, little red ducks, in order to finish part of this quest. And then we need to grab 2 of their like machetes, their melee weapons. We're gonna head straight over there, and we're gonna do that first. I didn't grab the screwdriver. So we're solely using the Glick because it has more ammo. Load. All right, cool. So those 2 are dead. Unfortunately, he did not have that rampage or the butcher knife. He did though. Cool. Actually, we got some first aid kit. We're gonna take that cash. I'm gonna add that first aid kit to 4, and then let's loot these items. I don't want the rusty sniper bullets as of right now. Grab this data box, and we could learn the blueprint for the PM pistol. Car wrench. We could sell this for 531. That's not bad. Also, so Escape from Duckov already does have a workshop on its Steam. They do have mods as it is. We're gonna need that hammer, and then as you can see, this metal plates have a heart. That's telling me we need that for something. So we do have some mods installed. No game-breaking mods, just the item rarity. So normally it wouldn't have the green behind it. Item rarity. Down here next to the bottom of this little pop-up, it says on character 2 in storage 1. That's an extra mod just showing actually how much we have, as well as that price is showing how much we could sell the items for. And then also up here in this area, normally it'll just show how much money you have, not the cash. There's just a mod that allows that too. So a lot of just visual mods, nothing that's actually changing the game. I really don't want to start adding a bunch of that stuff. There is like a 3rd-person mod that I installed. Not a fan of it. This I like this top-down aspect of Duckov here. So we're gonna head up here and check and see if there's anything worth grabbing here. So the sanatorium key, we'll go ahead and grab that. A lot of parts here. What do you got? Nothing really. I'll take the cup. We will need that for later. We can't get in here yet. We need a key. We need the storage fence key. And let's head on down this way. Unfortunately, I left the screwdriver behind, so I'm not able to complete that quest. But we are going to head this way. I'm going to reload. I hear something walking over here. Yeah. Oh, my aim. Alright. So, we got hit. We need to use a bandage. That's one of our things. Take the bullets. We will need these fading feathers, though. So let me grab that. I'm about to lose some of these items. It is getting dark. So here's where that AI is. This is where Mud is. Who's there? I see great potential in you. How about learning body training from me? Body training makes you stronger and smarter. Come, Master's got your first challenge today. So we are going to be required to turn in some items to him here. As you can see, the duck egg, which we have already purchased that item. 2 squads, one searching. This is just him saying, oh, go get me a duck egg. I'm not really too worried about going through that. Submit that. We will claim there. Go through this. Give him his soda cracker. Turn that in. And then now he is going to want the cigarettes. And we will turn this in. So now all of that's done. Now all we need to do is build the gym in the hideout, which won't be too hard. We will need a tire, which we can get. We're going to take this vodka and this carrot. Let's check this over here. Scissors, we will need that as well. Just double checking what we need. We still need the butcher knives. Don't have that. We need the letter from the old friend. We can go do that real quick. We will just want to be a little careful. Got an ammo box. And cocoa milk. We'll use that milk right now. So let's head up this way. We need to go to the small hill. This is where the letter from the old friend is. So we'll head up that way. Be sure to be careful here. There is an enemy over here. That guy. I should be able to kill him. Maybe we can take his AK-74U. Yeah. Kill that dog as well. So take this AK-74U. It is absolutely destroyed and useless. But it holds 30 rounds. It is automatic. We will eventually get another one. So these little spots here, they are hiding spots. We need a shovel for that. So along the way, if we could find a shovel, that would be great. That way we can start looting some of those items. So if you hit C, it'll put your weapon away and you run just a little bit quicker. All right, so up here, this is small hill. Small hill. We are going to let's get rid of let's get rid of the wood. We don't need that right now. And take the letter from the old friend. We need that for the quest. So this is our mysterious merchant. Sells a bunch of exotic things, stuff that's pretty hard to find. So we can purchase some items from him, but it's only through cash, so only through actual money in your inventory. Let's just check some of these, make sure there's nothing of significance. That car battery, we are dropping the key. I'm not too... Drop it. It won't let me. Will it not let me drop it? It won't let me drop it. All right, we're dropping the scissors. Putting that there. Putting that car battery into our dog's inventory. Because that weighs a lot. And we're going to sell that. We won't need that for a little while. Recipe for a crowbar. I'm not too worried about grabbing that. Let's check this medical box. Aspirin. We'll run up here. I believe there's a note. Over here in this area, this is where the boss is. We will get to there eventually. I've been watching for a few days. The road camp folks seem off. Their leader glows with fire. Doesn't look like someone you want to mess with unless you're fully prepared to stay away from them. Okay. So head down this way to the other end of Small Hill. And with this sledgehammer, we're going to go break the wall that leads into the next zone. Just that way, that's one less thing we got to worry about. The recoil on this thing. We're going to use this milk again. Just to replenish our stocks there. Chinese knot sells for a lot as well. We do need that soda. We need the weapon parts. I'm dropping the nuts and the nail. I'm going to take the soda. I'm going to take the knot. Really, the biggest thing we need right now is money. So that's why we're sort of trying to grab these higher end items. So that way we could sell it. Oh, bastard. Grab these higher end items so that way we could just sell them. Alright, so we're going to come over here with this big sledgehammer, break the wall, and now that will lead into our second zone when we are ready to go there. We are nowhere near ready. The enemy's there. Hit like a truck. Alright, so we teleported all the way back here, and we are going to call it our second raid is done. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get all of those quests done. I was hoping to get them all, but we couldn't get the melee weapons from the rampaging scavengers, and we left the screwdriver behind. So we are going to store all of these items, come to the trader, and we are going to sell this one, sell that battery, come down here, we're going to sell the Chinese knot, sell the vodka, and what else did I want to sell? The car wrench. And that is everything that I wanted to sell. So now we have 8,610. We could technically buy the AK. The AK is pretty good, but I'm not really too worried about buying that. We could buy the headphones, which actually we will buy. This just enhances our sound sensitivity, all that good jazz. So we'll go ahead. We will purchase that for now and throw these headphones on. Come here. We're going to turn in these 2 quests and submit this letter. And now we are ready to build the armor shop and the medic station. I am not going to forget this flathead screwdriver this time. I'm going to lock it. That way, if I hit store all again, it doesn't go away. And we're going to come over here, and so we need to build all of these items. We need the metal plates. We need a tire. Like I said, we're going to hit N and mark these items. That way we know what items we need to pick up. Foreseeing that our biggest problem is going to be this CD drive. The CD drive will be the toughest item to get. We should already have one of these piles of medicine, which is good. Gonna come over here, see what we can craft. I can craft one of these butcher knives, which, no, we should be able to easily get them. I want to keep that item as of for right now. Let's check the skill enhancements. We can repair this build the backpack expert. So we'll go ahead and build that. In order to further do anything, we're going to need the cold core fragments, and those are items that drop off of the enemies out there. So we're just going to restock on the bandages. I want to bring this first aid kit out there as well. And aspirin, I'm not really too worried about. I mean, I guess we'll put aspirin too. So we'll lock these items into place, and sort that, and that is that. Okay, so we're gonna head back out there. We got the screwdriver, so that's gonna be the first thing we go do is repair the signal tower, and we need to get one more of the butcher knives. Oop. I am going to go ahead and drop the Glick now, and we will keep the AK-74. Or actually, it's nighttime. We're gonna go ahead and sleep. So if you come over here to your room, you could sleep as much as you want. 6 o'clock is when it turns to daytime. We don't want to be out after nighttime, because then the robot spiders come out and those things hurt pretty bad early. So we will go ahead, sleep until 6 and wait for daytime. Okay, so we're here. We're going to grab the ammo again. We can hold up to 320 rounds of ammo in just one single slot, which is just why we just keep grabbing it. The more the merrier. Check this toolbox. We are going to need those UV lights. The rope we will need. Okay, sorry, had a phone call. Check these toolboxes here. We already have the hammer. I'm gonna grab the wood because if we find another one, we can repair the bridges that lead over to the other side of the map there. Take the soda. Here's another thing that we can go ahead and grab. This is just the potato graphics card. Alright, those dogs hurt sometimes. Well, most of the time they hurt. Come over here. I just want to find one more piece of wood. That way we can repair this bridge. I'm going to take those. I'm going to take those. Alright, there's that piece of wood. We're just grabbing everything there. Another weapon part. Another flathead screwdriver. Phenomenal. So that's, now we can cross that and handle that stuff there. So we're going to head this way. Check this ammo box again. What we're going to try to do is, those are long rounds. We're going to try to get another AK and hope that it is not as damaged. Why are there mercenaries over here? So these guys hurt, and I have to be extremely careful. Okay, but he is dead. So he has a good weapon on him for sure. Oh, sweet, the MF. We're gonna take that MF. He also had level 2 body armor on him. I'm gonna put the level 1 in our inventory. Put that body armor on. Take the cash. Take the AR bullets. The feathers. That pistol suppressor. I could sell it. Let me just use the soda. So yeah, those ducks are something special. We can also sell those dog tags. Let me drop that. I'm gonna take those dog tags. Check this. Some more weapon parts. We're gonna run up this hill. So up this hill has a spawn for honey, which we need 2 of these items. I'm gonna place. I don't know. I guess the dog tag's in there for now, and we're gonna take that honey. This blueprint is the explosive arrow, I believe. Yeah, the explosive arrow. So that's nice. We were able to kill one of the mercenaries off the rip there and take their MF. That MF is pretty decent. We just need some AR rounds. Check these. And then we still need to go and try to collect that. I'm going to reload this. We need to go try to collect the machete. What don't I want? I could drop one of the screwdrivers. You had an axe on you. Take that cash. I'm pretty full. I don't really need a lot of stuff, but like these are decent items. What? All right, I'm gonna drop the suppressor. Take that UMP. I really hate to do that. I'm gonna drop these rounds and take the MP155. Check these. Dorm room 103 key. I'm not really too worried about these keys at the moment. We're gonna need this pan. I'm gonna drop the aspirin. So we already have enough aspirin. Need that pan for later. We are overweight. Unfortunate. Some more people. Alright, we're gonna make our way back slowly but surely, and I will see you guys when we get back to the bunker. Okay, we are back at the bunker. Did a lot of rolling just to get here. So go ahead and store that. We're gonna store the MF, and we are going to store the rest of these items. Unlock that, and store that pan. Handle all that good jazz there. We have the rounds, everything good is in there. I really need to find another AK-74. So let's go ahead, turn in this quest. In the Hunter's Path, we'll submit that and complete that. And then now we're going to take these. So now we can build the basic weapon shop. We've already done the Backpack Expert. That's already completed. Just kill any 3 enemies with headshots. Unlock advanced processing and submit the pile of electronic components. We can already turn this one in, so let's go ahead and do that. And now we have Full of Love. This one, we just gotta turn in some money to them, which we shouldn't have a problem doing. So as far as the UMP goes, that's actually fairly decent. I might use the UMP over the AK-74U. I'm just trying to take a peek at like the fire rate and the damage. So the fire rate is a little bit more, but damage is less, so that sort of makes up for that. So we might start off using this UMP. I'm gonna drop. Go ahead and use that. Use the UMP for now. As far as ammo goes, we did get some decent ammo, but I'm not too worried about using that at the moment. We have our level 1 body armor, all this good jazz. So pick up these items. Let's go check the construction area, see what we can and can't. So the weapon shop was something new, so we need bolts, nails, and MD40. So we just need another nut for the armor shop. We need IV medicine and a syringe and a tire, which I think one of these quests we complete will actually give us the tire. Which one was it? Yeah, it's just kill any enemy with headshots. That'll be easy. We'll do that this go round. Unlock advanced processing. So let's see what we can unlock or for upgrades here. So advanced processing, we need another bolt and another nut. We already have the fix station. We need the scissors and the wrench. Metal plate. We will need a propane. We will need the crowbar, which we can actually just go grab the blueprint for that. So we should be all squared away. Let's make sure there's nothing I want to grab out of here. Things we've unlocked: aspirin, rusty AR bullets we could purchase from here. Not too worried about that as of yet. A lot of these items we could purchase. I'm not worried about purchasing them at the moment because these things are fairly easy to find. It's some of the other stuff that's a bit of a pain. So reload this, and we are going to head out and complete some of these quests. Okay, so once again, grab the ammo. Let's replenish some of that. And we are going to make our way across the bridge over here to open up the last extraction area. Last entrance / extraction area on the map. So we keep heading this way. Once again, we got to do headshots. So if we like tap fire, the double headshots are your the double hit markers are your headshots. So we'll do that. We'll take that other. Let's take the wood, the metal plates, and the nuts. That's what we need. Just working on these headshots there. So that's that. Loot you. Fading feather, the core, all that good jazz. I don't really mess with the shotguns too often, so I'm not too worried about grabbing them. Go ahead, we will reload. Come on down this way. Right down here, and we're going to remove these boxes, and that allows us to come in and out of the sewer area. Alright, so make our way over here, and try to get one more enemy kill. Headshot. There we go. So the headshots are done. I am bleeding, so we're going to use a bandage, and then we're going to hit our first aid kit just to get us mostly healed there. If you see a white guy out here, don't mess with him. Don't ask me how I know. So it's talking about the Man of Light. He's another boss. He's a passive boss. So this guy here, I can get right up on him. He won't attack me, anything of that nature. But the moment that I hit him is when he will attack me. I'm gonna blow that up, see if I can see him. Kill him. Take the fading feather. Ooh, we had some standard rounds. So he had 21. You can right-click his weapon and hit unload to get more of the ammo. Just gonna go ahead and heal. We do have to be careful over here. We're near the boss area, so those mercenaries will show up. Another bulb. 2 UV lights out of that. That's pretty nice, actually. Mercenaries have okay armor, and they hit pretty well. The recoil on this and being able to control the weapon spread is not that good on this. Head this way. So this cabin, I have found it to have some pretty decent loot in it. Fading feather, core, take the cash, and some more ammo. Yeah, I found this cabin to have some fairly decent loot in it. So tambourine we could sell. So the totem, poison damage taken, multiplier of -12. So these totems give you a little buff. I'm just going to throw that there, but we will end up selling it. Take that radio, and then this red envelope, we can open it by hitting U, and it will give us a buff as well as something. I don't know what this lucky note does. I haven't hit that point in the game if it is of use. We already have the hammer. We're going to take the cables and the electronic components. I know we'll need that eventually. And the recipe for the power cord. We will definitely need that, or else we're going to have to start purchasing stuff. factory access key card. That's good. We're going to take the supermarket key card. And the bleach we will eventually need, but I'm not too worried about grabbing that now. So we're going to keep making our way to the north here, and we're going to use the extraction. We're going to use the actual extraction zone. Loot these guys. Take these items. So if you guys have been hearing like those heavy thumps, that's actually the boss walking. So he's in there. He's got 100% spawn rate in there. We're going to take this water as well. Get rid of this first aid kit. Take this water. Just drop the less useful one. This is one of our fishing spots that we'll need to eventually come here for a quest once we unlock the kitchen. And then we also need to come over here and grab this pile of weapon parts, which in order to do that, I'm going to drop the cables. We can get plenty of those just by like deconstructing electronic components. We also need to heal here too. Of course I'm out of ammo. Thank you. Alright. Taking these items here. Was that factory key card to this one? Yes, it was. So that access key card we have, we can use it to get into here. And check some of these crates. See if there's anything of use. There's 3 UV lights, the metal fuel drum. Ay. Rifle extended magazine. God, these are like items that I would like. I'm gonna drop this lucky note. Like I said, I don't know if we need that. We'll figure out later, I guess. I'm gonna use this soda just to replenish some agua. Some more ammo there. And check this weapon box. What do you have in that's taking so long? An M107. Okay. That's pretty decent. What is it? Okay. That's pretty lucky. He takes mag rounds. Okay. So we're back to being over encumbered. Back overweight. So if you roll, like if you hit your spacebar, you can roll, and it's just a little bit better. Loot you. But you still will use your stamina, so that's another thing you have to keep an eye on. Check this box here, and then we are going to extract. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, we are back. Let's go ahead. We're going to store all of our items here again. I just like to sort just because. I'm going to put that weapon in there. I'm not even going to try to toy with that at the moment, but that was a lucky find. I would rather have been some items that we could have used here, but it's okay. So we can create the armor shop now. Place the armor shop on down over here. So that's good. We still need these items for the weapon shop. I believe we did get some blueprints, so let's research these blueprints. So the animal trap, we'll register that. So now we can craft that. The power cord, go ahead and craft that. Potato graphics card. Craft that, and the PM, we'll research that. So, cool. That's 4 new items that we've learned to craft just here. Power cord, we're going to need 3 cables for, so we're going to keep an eye out for those cables. I'm just going to go ahead and mark those. That way I know for sure we need to grab them. So, here we can buy some more items. We're going to go ahead and upgrade to the school bag and the steel helmet. I'm not going to spend the money yet on these orange headphones. They're just a little bit better, but the school bag is going to give us a lot more space, as well as we have some better armor now. So I have all that. I'm going to stock up our bandages, and let's come over here and speak with Ol Jefe. Turn in these, so now we have that tire. We can construct the gym, build the armor shop. That's all done. We also have the tech expert. We could submit these. Claim that. And then now we need to turn in a PM pistol, which we already have 2 of those, and build a teleporter. So let's turn in that PM pistol, complete that, and see what else we got. Strange feathers. So we can also complete this. We're just completing a bunch of quests right now. There we go. So we're moving pretty quickly here. We got a lot of stuff already squared away. We can grab some quests from the armor guy here. So this is the one to set the marker that we have already unlocked. And that'll give us some level 3 armor and a level 3 helmet, which will get us through this whole entire first area. And then we need to find ink, pen, and notes. That pen I have found to be sort of the bane of my existence on my last playthrough. So we can't build the gym yet. Oh wait, it's because I haven't gotten these items out of here. So send all these items to the warehouse. I'm gonna put this second totem on. I'm actually gonna put this this other totem back. We don't need it, but it's another item I could sell. And as far as right now goes, I'm trying to sell items and get money. The radio we will need eventually, but we'll come by those another time. Rifle extended mag I want to keep. And same thing with the laser. Let's take a look at the weapons. I definitely want to keep that. I could sell that for 12,000, but that's pretty decent. So I'm not even gonna mess with that. Let's see if there's anything more I could sell. Also, actually, it shows it as a like a wearable item, which you can, but it's actually a decent food source there. So we got the totems, got all that. We're not going to sell any of that. We'll come over here to the other and see if we'll sell the dog tag, sell the tambourine, and that is it. So let's sell these items here. Sell, and sell. Cool. So got a decent little chunk of change now. Come over here to the workshop. We will build the gym and get Mud over here. I don't like the way he's facing. We're going to change that. So if we right click and hit recycle, we can do that and Q and E, and that'll actually just make him face the correct way. So Mud has some quests for us, or we could turn in this quest from Mud, but he will have some. So here is where we submit the honey, IV medicine, toilet bowl cleaners, stuff like that. UV light, which we already have, and submit some currency, which we are going to do, because that will unlock the quest for the kitchen. So let's go ahead and turn that in, and then now he wants us to build the kitchen. So kitchen, we're gonna need some wood and some bleach for. Just marking these items for the teleporter. Just making sure we have all these items marked. CD drive apparently is unmarked. All right, cool. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff done this episode. We are gonna go ahead and call it quits on the episode here. What was that? That's your painkiller. We're gonna try to make these episodes anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour long, just all dependent. Just a nice little playthrough. I do enjoy watching other people's videos where they're just lengthy, just something to sort of kill some time. But anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching and staying for as long as you have. If you guys did stay this whole time, just let me know down in the comments below. Just appreciate the support. Go ahead and like, subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot more of these videos here in the very near future. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you hanging out. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in episode 2. Later.